So, hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Football Prediction Podcast Show. Today is a weird day. Our mics have decided that they're off duty, and I've decided that the show must go on with or without the mics because I don't want to take further breaks. I do not want to break this further. We started something awesome, in my opinion, and the time is around 11:37 now. I have to do this as quickly as possible for turnovers, so we can get the other games going, and you guys always have something, to refer to as far as sports betting is concerned. You have something to bet almost virtually all through the day, right? So, the only game we've lost so far from that one we posted yesterday was the game between Shelbourne and Karabag, where that ended in a 0-3 scoreline. I don't know how they did that. It was 76 minutes, 1-0-1, and then all of a sudden, two goals from no from I don't know how. And I watched the game. Shelbourne was pressing, so I don't know. I just took my eye off for a little bit. I came back and saw that, and I was like, "Whoa, okay." But it is what it is. It's football. It does happen. The option we chose, happens to, not be the case basically. And the game, if you looked at the odds for Quarterback to win, it happened. So yeah, it's part of the game. Let's charge that to the game, right? Lessons, losses, it's part of the game. We just learned how Karabag, can do when a team is sloppy, because I think Shelbourne were sloppy, from what we saw reading statistics. So some other games are coming through. So results, I think we should move the results to having a live session maybe sometime during the weekend. We'll do a weekly review of all the results that we have. All right, guys. So yesterday we had in the So You Think You Can Pawn section the sporting event also between Urawa Reds and Belme Shonan, if I remember correctly. That one ended in a 4-1 scoreline yesterday. Ego was cancelled. That should have been 5-1. VAR was there to do the needful. So unfortunately, nobody was able to get that one correctly. So another shout out, has wasted today. But we have another sporting event today. Very interesting one. From all the fixtures I looked at, I tried to pick the most interesting fixtures every day for us to look at and provide the correct score about. So it's not really about the correct score at the end of the day, per se. If you look at it, I think most of the sporting events we've placed in the So You Think You Can Pawn section are actually winners. They are, I think, I can say 90% of them have won. So this segment of the show is also very, very valid, for you guys. You might want to, take note of that. So aside, the correct scores that are being provided, the games themselves speak for themselves. The teams that are going to win speak, especially now that we provide insight about those sporting events. All right, guys. So today we have 14 more sporting events, but like I said, Midland, and Hibernian is the sporting event we're looking at today. Provide your correct scores about that one in the comment section. And stand a chance to win a 1 month free premium subscription with us when you get that correctly. This is powered by Mega Parody segment of the show. Okay, guys. So that's what that will be today. So looking at today's sporting events, we have 17 of those, that we've looked at and provided insights about, for you guys to be able to use. Okay, so I'm trying to do this as quick as possible because we have early kickoff games today. All right, guys. So this is three sporting events that kicked off plus 7 yesterday makes it 10, and we lost 2 and won 8. Okay, so before we call out, today's sporting event, guys, don't forget to take 1 second of your time, hit that like button for the culture. I mean, for love of the game, I love football prediction. You love football predictions. We love football basically. So hit that like button. Show that by hitting like button. It's 1 second to do that, and it's free of charge completely. So take 1 second to do that for the culture. Subscribe if it's the first time coming across the channel. You like the vibe. Like how it's going down here. You like all of this. The way it will be or it'll pan out to be. You can hit that subscribe button. We're inviting you to join this community, what we like to call savvy sports traders, because they have information about the sporting events they're getting themselves into, as well as safe market options to guide them also as they go about doing that. So we're inviting you to hit that subscribe button to become part of this community, and don't forget to turn notification bells on, everyone. It will be very important as we go on this journey to beating the odds. Welcome back, guys. My name is Huka, and I will be your humble host on this daily podcast show, bringing you football prediction, as put together by the team, basically, so you guys can be able to make better informed decisions as you go about sports betting every single day. That's the reason why we set up this channel. Okay, guys. So today I'm having a massive problems, guys. Like it's crazy. I have network problems. I have mic problems. It's just I don't know. Sometimes this whole thing can be overwhelming in the country, but it is what it is. I don't know what is happening really, but we gotta move. The show has to go on regardless. Okay, guys. So, um, it is what it is. So, first sporting event we have here is the game between, Bragantino and Flamengo. And here's insight about that sporting event for you if you're looking to back it today.
Both teams have shown inconsistent performance in recent weeks, making this match a potentially hard-fought battle with significant implications. While Bragantino is eager to prevent any further distance from the league leaders, their home form has been underwhelming. On the other hand, Flamengo has struggled to secure victories away from home.
So given the report that we have there, we think that the away team to win or draw will be the safe way to go if you're looking at backing that sporting event. This kicks off around 1:30 a.m. West African time. Next sporting event is between Santos and Internacional. We have 17 sporting events today, guys. So here's insight about this one. See if this is something you would like to back today.
Santos have managed to lose just one of their last 4 competitive home matches, yet defeating Internacional could be a challenge too great. The Reds are not only performing well, but they also hold a 6-match unbeaten streak against Santos. Considering this, we are supporting the visitors to come out on top.
Alright, so given that report that we have there, we think that International should be able to score. The away side should be able to score today. Will be the peak for us, basically, as far as the sporting event is concerned, and the insights you have, and of course our analysis about the sporting event. Okay, guys, next one will be the game between Victoria and Recife, and this insight basically about that sporting event. See if it's something you like to back.
Both teams find themselves among the bottom 3 in terms of goals scored in the division, which leads us to anticipate a match with few goals. Nevertheless, we are confident that Vitória will leverage their home advantage to clinch all 3 points by the time the final whistle blows.
So given the report that we have there, we'll be going with the home win or draw here in this sporting event today. The next one we have is a game between Vilnius Algaris and Linfield, and this is from Europa, I suppose. And here's insights about that sporting event for those who are looking for information about this one before they head out to back this one today.
Both teams are experiencing significant frustration for not advancing further in the Champions League, so we anticipate a competitive and intense match in Lithuania. Considering their home advantage, we are supporting the home team to secure a close win.
So given the report that we have there, we'll be going with the home win or draw from our own end in that sporting event today. Next is the game between Banik Ostrava and Legia Warsaw, and here's insight about that sporting event. See if it's something you like to back today. This should help you, make a decision about this one or all of the sporting events we provided today.
Legia Warsaw has shown remarkable performance in away matches, making them favorites to secure a victory on Thursday. Banik will encounter a resilient defense, and considering their limited experience in European competitions, they are probably not going to escape with a win.
So we think that giving Legia Warsaw 2 goals, going to the sporting event, will be the way to go for us. Basically, if you ask us, well, the option we're going to be going with, basically that's it. 2 goals handicap, to the away side. So next sporting event we have is the game between Istanbul Başakşehir and Chenomor, basically, and Istanbul Başakşehir. That was a mistake. So here's insight about that one. See if it's something you like to back, guys.
Both teams are keen to secure an advantage in the first leg, making this encounter likely to be closely contested and competitive. Although this marks Başakşehir's initial competitive match of the season, their experience and depth in the squad may provide them with an advantage over their Bulgarian counterparts.
Given the report that we have there, we don't think that Istanbul will be able to score 3 goals in this sporting event today against Chenomor. Okay, so that's going to be at, on the 2.5 basically, our sporting event today. So we've not seen Chenomor concede that much, and we don't think Besiktas are in that good form to be able to get 3 goals there. From the data we have, and of course the reports that we've seen, color it. So and the next sporting event we have is between Sheriff Tiraspol and Utrecht, and has insight about that one for those who are wondering what the situation is like around that one today for the market.
Sheriff Tiraspol is in better shape than their opponent as they approach Thursday's match, yet Utrecht has superior quality throughout the field. Although we anticipate the home team will perform admirably, we believe they may ultimately come up just short in the end.
So given that report that we have there, we're going to be going with over 1.5 goals in this sporting event. That's our peak as far as this one is concerned. Next is the game between Levski Sofia and Braga, and we'll be going with, over 1.5 here. And here's insights about that sporting event to basically show you why we've gone with that one today.
Braga approaches this inaugural encounter between the teams as the obvious favorites, showcasing greater European experience and a solid preseason performance under their new coach. Nonetheless, Levski's remarkable streak and their precision in front of the net indicate they might pose a challenge, especially since the home team has found the back of the net in 6 of their last 7 matches in all competitions.
You've heard the situation report and the safe market option we're going with in that sporting event. Over 1.5 goals is our peak for that one. Okay, next sporting event is between Midland and Harbanian. This is the one we asked you guys to provide your correct scores about in the comment section, guys. So take good notes, pay attention to the information about this one. It will help you, make that decision today. And remember, I said we've been winning 90% of, this particular sporting event. The option here is a bit different, but of course, you already know what that means, what that implies. Okay, so you might want to try that out, and let's see how it goes today. And also try what do you think correct score will be in this one. Leave that in the comment section as well. Okay, guys, here's the information about that sporting event for your use.
FC Midtjylland and Hijanian will kick off their European journeys on Thursday evening as they clash in the first leg of their second qualifying round match in the Europa League. The home team began their 2025-26 season with a thrilling 3-3 draw in the Danish Superliga, while this match will be the first competitive outing of the season for the visitors. FC Midtjylland secured their spot in the Europa League qualifying rounds by finishing second in the Danish Superliga. Although this appears to be a commendable season on paper, the Wolves were left heartbroken by the way their campaign concluded. Entering the 2024-25 season as the defending champions after narrowly defeating Brøndby for the title by just 1 point in 2023-24, the Wolves were in a strong position to claim consecutive trophies, leading the standings by 4 points over Copenhagen before the post-split fixtures. Unfortunately, 5 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses during the post-split season were insufficient to preserve their lead and title, as they tragically ended up 1 point behind the eventual champions, Copenhagen. Thomas Berg's squad will be determined to move past that disappointment in 2025-26. After battling back from being 2-0 and 3-2 down against Odense Bold Club in their Superliga opener last week, Midtjylland is now focused on securing their first victory of the season. Midtjylland has successfully qualified for the Europa League in 3 of the last 4 seasons, and the Wolves will seek to draw strength from their international experience as they host Hijanian. On the other hand, Hijanian, under the guidance of David Gray, had an impressive 2024-25 season, rising from an 8th place finish in 2023-24 to claim 3rd place in the Scottish Premiership last term. As a result, Hibs earned their place in the Europa League qualifying rounds, and Gray is now looking to lead the team into the league phase of a European competition for the first time in the modern era, as Hibs have never reached the group stage since UEFA restructured their tournaments. Hijanian came close.
Hijanian came very close to making a mark in the Conference League for the 2023-24 season, but a devastating 8-0 aggregate defeat to Aston Villa during the playoff qualification round dashed their hopes of European competition. Facing a tough opponent on their journey to the Europa League phase, Hijanian will be eager to achieve a favourable outcome from their trip to Denmark before they welcome Midtjylland to the Easter Road Stadium next week. However, Hibs are struggling with their away form as Gray's team has not managed to secure a victory in their last 5 matches on the road. FC Midtjylland is likely to miss the contributions of Gusong Cho, knee, and Ousmane Diaw, foot, due to ongoing injury issues. In their recent 3-3 draw against Odense Bold Club, the attacking duo of Francolino Ju and Adam Boxer netted all 3 goals, and they are expected to maintain their partnership in attack this Thursday. For Hibernian, Kieran Boy and Martin Boyle have been crucial to their forward line in the 2024-25 season, and both are anticipated to start once more in this match. On the defensive side, a back three consisting of Jack Idale, Warren O'Hara, and Rocky Kirner may be supported by brothers Chris Cadden and Nicky Cadden on the flanks. We foresee this matchup being a closely contested battle between two of the strongest teams at this stage of the competition. However, given that Midtjylland's competitive season is already in full swing and they have the advantage of playing at home, we predict that the host will secure a narrow lead in the first leg.
So given the report that we have there, we'll be going with, the home team to score 1 to 3 goals. So it's a home goal, multi-goals kind of option. So we think that 1 to 3 goals will be seen in the sporting event today. That's the way we decided to go with this one. And I said earlier, 90% of these do win. So guys, take notes. The home win looks also feasible. So that's another option you can go with, and the odds are quite higher. Okay, so next sporting events between Vaduz and Dungenham Swift. And here's insight about that sporting event for those who would like to back it.
Vaduz has faced challenges in securing results since the conclusion of the league season, yet their performance in competitive matches indicates they might be able to steer clear of defeat this midweek. Moreover, the home team possesses considerably more European experience compared to Dungannon, which may give them an advantage in managing the situation effectively.
Given that report that we have there, situation report, we're giving the away team 3 goals going into the sporting event at 1.32, expecting them to maintain that 3 goals advantage. Like Shelbourne did to us, hope these guys can, hold on to that 3 goal advantage to 90 minutes. Alright guys, so next sporting events between Besiktas and Shakhtar Donetsk, and here's insight about that sporting event for those who
considering the significant amount of money that Besiktas has spent this summer, they are expected to approach this match as the favorites, even though their performance in the Super League last season was disappointing. On the other hand, Shakhtar had an even tougher time, ending up outside the top 2 in Ukraine for the first time since 1996, and with no new signings yet, this challenge may prove too difficult for them.
So given the report that we have there, we think that, Besiktas to score should, do the trick basically as far as winning something in that one is concerned, for sure, or for a higher chance. We think that Besiktas should be able to score, has a higher chance of happening, and the odds are quite decent, and that's what we've gone with in that sporting event. Okay guys, so before I go for that, guys, it's a gentle reminder, take 1 second of your time, hit that like button if you like the vibe, you like how it's going down here, football prediction, something you're interested in, you like football too, take 1 second, hit that like button. It's free of charge to show support to the channel for the culture basically, and subscribe. First time I'm coming across the channel, we're inviting you to hit that subscribe button to become a part of this community of CV sports traders that we have here. You've seen how it goes, you like the vibe, you want to be part of this community, hit that subscribe button. We're inviting you to do that. Don't forget to turn notification bells on, everyone. It's also very important to do that. I feel like the premium members, you guys should make sure to do that. It's very important for you to do that because your games will come way ahead of time. So we want to know as soon as we, let you have those. Okay, guys. So moving on, next sporting event we have it between Celje and Larnaca, and here's the situation report about that one for those who be looking to back it today.
Both teams face challenges in the initial qualifying round, and they appear to be evenly matched as we approach Thursday's first leg. Celje is eager to kick off with a solid performance at home, yet AK Larnaca is a formidable opponent, and we anticipate they will manage to secure a draw.
So given that report that we have there, we're going with, the away of the home side to score in this one. It has a very decent odd to it, so that's, and we think that it's very possible given the data that we've seen and the reports, of course, as we try to do every single event. So that's what we're going with basically, if you ask us. At this point, I think both teams to score is also a very good, possibility here in this sporting event. Both teams to score has a very good odd, and it's possible it's gonna happen. Next sporting event is between Varazdin and Santa Clara. Here's situation report about that one for those who be looking to back it.
Considering the current performance and strengths of both teams, this matchup appears to be evenly matched. Although a draw seems probable, there should be sufficient attacking flair to anticipate goals from both sides. Varazdin has both scored and conceded in 4 out of their last 5 home games across all competitions, and a similar pattern has been observed in 4 of Santa Clara's latest away fixtures.
So given that situation report that we have there, we have leaned towards the under market. Okay, so we're going under 3.5 goals in this one today. Next sporting events between Anderlecht and Hakin, and here's the situation report about this sporting event. Should you be looking to back it today?
Although Haken has the advantage of experience in competitive matches, Anderlecht stands out as a superior team compared to the Swedish side. The inclusion of Dolberg for Sporting, along with the potential absence of Leonie for the away team, may sway the first leg in favor of the Belgian club.
So given the report that we have there, we're going with the home team to win either of the halves, in this sporting event. That's what we decided to go with as far as options are concerned in this sporting event. Next is the game between Lugano and CFR Cluj, and hence a situation report about that sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
This fixture is set to be a fiercely contested match, as both teams aim to secure a solid advantage before the second leg. CFR Cluj are in excellent form, having triumphed in both legs of their initial qualifying round and remaining undefeated in their first 2 league games. Conversely, Lugano is about to play their first competitive match, which may raise concerns about their match fitness. Nonetheless, they possess the strength to compete effectively on Thursday.
So you've heard what the situation is like in that one, and what do you think option will be the best way to go? But for us, we're going with the way side to have a 2-goal advantage coming into the sporting event and expect them to maintain that today. 90 minutes handicap, that's what we've gone with in this one today. Next sporting events between Dundee and Una Strasten, and here's the situation report about this sporting event for those who are wondering what it's like in this sporting event today.
Dundee United are the clear favourites to achieve a notable win in this first leg encounter, and with their home supporters cheering them on in this opening match of the season, we anticipate an easy victory for the Tangerines.
So given that report that we have there, what do you think you want to go with in the sporting events? Your opinion also matters at the end of the day. That's why we share everything we have. But for us, we're going with the home win here in this one today. That's our pick for this one as far as we're concerned. Next sporting event and the final sporting events between Club Gurani and Universidad, and here's the situation report about this Copa America sporting event against South America, sporting event taking place today. See if it's something you like to back.
Los Azules have always progressed in this competition after winning the first leg, and while the Paraguayans might perform better on their home turf, we are confident that the current momentum of Universidad will lead them to yet another victory.
So given that report that we have there, we think that either of these teams to win at the end of 90 minutes is, a possible, a highly recommended option in this sporting event today. It looks very good, the odds here. So these are sporting events we have basically for you guys today, carefully analyzed with the reports that we have, which we just shared to you guys today, and we've come up with our options, and we've also shared that with you. It's left for you to pay a close attention, watch this video till the very end, and go with the picks that you agree with, that makes sense to you, that you feel like are gonna happen. You can create your own options if you want to. You can go with the one we've provided also. And that's the reason why we set up this channel, to be able to share this for you guys to be able to make better informed decisions and increase your chances of winning significantly. That's why we have done that. Okay, guys, so that'll be all for now, guys. I don't want to waste much time, so till we see again in next episode, may the odds be in our favor always, guys. Peace out.